Show them what they've won.
We got some shock therapy t-shirts, stickers, shock therapy stickers, can koozies, keychains, Evo hat, Evo t-shirt, KWI, clutching hat, t-shirt, MTS off-road hats, and t-shirts.
Hell yeah, man. What's up, YouTube? Bump steer. What the hell is bump steer? If you're following this channel, you probably realize that we recently just did a shock therapy suspension upgrade, and if you haven't been following it, here, let me get you quick caught up. So after we posted our last video, Shock Therapy actually reached out to me. Thank you, Shock Therapy, for watching our stuff. That's kind of cool. And they commented on the front of our car and what it was doing. I'm gonna roll that clip and see if you can see what they saw. Now I'm gonna roll it again, only this time I'm gonna slow it down to like 15% speed, and what I want you to watch is the toe change in the front tires during the suspension stroke. Now that is going to put a ton of feedback into your front wheel. You're going to have to fight the steering a lot more than you would normally want to fight the steering wheel when you're going through rough stuff. And you could cause damage, which we actually saw last weekend when we had MTS out here. I'll put in a clip real quick and see if you can hear the clicking. So now that you've heard that clicking, let me show you actually what was happening. So on that tie rod, hear that? The knuckle down there, the yoke, is damaged.
Yep, you've seen better days.
Yeah, so on this side, totally no sound. On mine, no sound. So the idea behind that is when all that garbage is moving around like that, you're really beating up the components in the front of your car much worse than you would actually want to do it. So we've had these kits now for a little bit, but we didn't want to throw them on the car yet until we were done with all of our other suspension work, the before and after stuff, because this is going to help the front of the car in handling significantly. So we wanted to just showcase the shocks before we change the way the car handles. So now it's the perfect time to throw these on. So in true fashion, true review form, we wanted to show the way Shock Therapy sends their stuff out, dude. I'm so impressed. They take such good care of their products. Now obviously I already opened that one because I wanted to look at it, but super well packaged. The spacer here is not some rubber bushinged yoke that's going to end up breaking on you. This is super high quality stuff.
That, and then like that.
There you go. So not only is this going to help your car handle much better,
and they look sweet.
Yeah, they do.
I'm super excited. These shocks have been so awesome that I know these tie rods are going to be just as well.
Heck yeah. So yeah, not only are we going to reinforce the tie rods and all of the suspension components in the front of the car by putting these on, we're going to hopefully improve the handling. So we can actually show you what we're talking about. You have a tape measure?
Yeah.
So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So after talking with Shock Therapy about it, they did tell me that not every X3 needs this, because some X3s are completely fine. And I mean, if you want to get the reinforcement out of the tie rods, then by all means pick these up. They're, you know, they're super high quality. But in terms of fixing the bumps here, you want to check first before you actually go and spend the money on doing this. And the way to check it is you want to check the difference in toe from when the car is seated to when you're at full droop. So if we measure the front here, 46 3/4. And the rear is 46 on the dot. So toed out 3/4 of an inch, which seems high. But anyway, keep that in mind. 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch toe out. So then now when the tires are completely off the ground.
Is that one off?
Yeah. 41 and a half.
Getting ready for more racing coming your way. Welcome everybody once again. Mike Schroeder and
43. So that's a 1/2 inch toed in. So that's about a 2.5 inch. So there's about a 2.5 inch change in toe just from being on the ground to full drop. Now imagine if that were to continue all the way through to full bump. There's probably about a 3-inch swing in toe. So this car needs it really, really bad. We've already checked his out. His needs it too. So now you know how to look for it. Let's put them on now. So this is what it's like to have air tools. NASCAR style, right? I think you're lacking a little bit. Yeah. So this is why I have actual tools.
Need to man up a little bit.
How's that? Manning up. Mister, I got power tools that don't work, so I gotta do it by hand.
They're air tools that don't work.
Air tools that don't work. So there's a cotter pin on the bottom that I probably should have took off first.
I thought you did take that off.
No, I didn't, because I'm an idiot.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, you heard me say it.
Here's a bigger one. Dun, dun, dun. Sexy. I like it.
It is quite a bit heavier than the original.
Like in weight?
Yeah, like you could tell that it's beefier, stronger. And you don't have this terrible bushing yoke thing. You've got a very nice spacer. So I'm gonna take that out for now. Thread this guy on. So I'm not gonna lie, that's really tight. This is machined specifically to fit right here, and they tell you in the instructions on their website, this is gonna be a tight fit, and it's a very tight fit. You need to make sure that it's going in there even and flat, because you don't want to damage anything, because then it's not gonna do its job in terms of, you know, how tight it is and tolerance and everything. So we just had to love it, and we loved it for like a good 15 minutes off camera to get it on. But
I love it a long time.
yeah, that's probably the longest loving you've probably.
Yeah, it was a full 2 minutes.
Yeah. But it's on. Where's the nut?
I'm looking at one.
Some of them are better than others you got. And then just hand tighten these down, but don't super tighten them because we need them for later. You need to be able to adjust them once we do the final alignment. So now we're going to repeat this process on the other side. While we had it all tore apart, we did use one of these guys to grease up the wheel bearings. If you don't have one of these or haven't like done it yet, good Lord, you should do it. The passenger side took 16 pumps, driver side took 14 pumps. No grease, so you might want to do that. But now what we're gonna do is I got the jam nuts hand tightened. I'm gonna roll it around, come back, get the suspension to settle. Key thing to remember when you pull it in is not to hit the brake real hard because you'll cause the suspension to adjust. You want to just kind of roll, stop, and then we're gonna try and do more of a final alignment once we get it back. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so now that we got the car rolled in here, now we're gonna try and do a more final alignment. So the easiest way to do that is to get the tires both straight, just in line from there, and then you do your toe. And in my opinion, the easiest way to do that is to get a long string. Rope, whatever. Yeah, Keith.
The rope.
Okay. Get a long one and wrap it around the car like this. Pull it tight, and then you can take your measurements from there. So as you see here, you can see how this rope is bowing out in the back here. So this tire has got to come that way. And here, you've got a gap. So this tire has also got to come that way. And once you get the tires straight, then you can do your final adjustments in the toe. So I'm gonna adjust these tie rods real quick to get these tires nice and straight.
Here on the tour, Shelby is hungry for that first national event win here in Vermont. Final two modes of the day. Sit there idly and watching the Christmas tree. The lights go solid, the castle will come down, numbers up.
Okay.
One more run. There is Trophy in Vermont. Up and out, both go green here.
47 and a half. So I think this is going to be the money one.
Money?
Money, yep, I think. 47 and an 8. So I'm like just about a ½ inch toed out. I think we're good. ½ inch toed out. Sweet. Now that we got the toe set, we're going to crank down the jam nuts, and she's ready to rock. That's whammy. Oh, you know what we should do is measure or check the toe change now when we raise it up and lower it down, so we can actually see that it's improved. You know what I mean? That's 42 3/4. And that's 41 3/4. So it's 1 inch. So it's a ½ inch toe change from. So it went from 3 inches to a ½ inch. We went from 3 inch of toe change from here to there to a ½ inch of toe change from there to there. So it definitely works. It did its job. That really isn't too difficult to do. I don't think. I mean, what, that couple hours?
Yeah.
Not too bad. Handful of tools. We changed the toe slop from 3 inches to ½ inch. So that's huge. That's really going to change the way the car handles when you get into the rough stuff, and I'm really excited to take it out and try it. So yeah, we're gonna get this car all fixed up now. Keith's. Don't need to watch it twice. You've seen it once. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And if you're curious to know what something like this is, I mean, this is like $300, I think, right on the site.
$275, I think.
$275. Super, super, super worth it. You're gonna save life on your car. As you saw, Keith's tie rods are already giving out because of it. He's got clicking going on. Make the investment. It's definitely worth it. So we're going to get started on this car, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.
Have a good one.